Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So these are my thoughts on the brilliant result, 5-star performance, 5-1 win against Southampton away at St Mary's. I mean 5-1, 5-1, what a huge scoreline, and with Liverpool dropping points as well and Arsenal only winning by 2 goals. We're now second place above Arsenal because with a better goal difference and we're 7 points behind Liverpool. So you never know with this busy period. Obviously, we're now in the kind of Christmas period. I mean, and we've got some great fixtures coming up. We started December with a fantastic win against Villa, 3-0. This was an incredible performance, and it was a needed one as well. The great news about this one is we rested quite a few important players. So going into the match, we actually had Jorgensen in goal instead of Sanchez. I think with how he played tonight, he should be number one. I'm not sure. He's probably not playing against Spurs, but he's really making a good case for staying as the number one goalkeeper. He made a couple excellent saves. We had Gusto on the right, Disasi and Tosin as our centre backs, and Cucurella as our left back. We had Fernandes and Caicedo as our midfield, Madueke on the right, Palmer central, Felix on the left, and Nkunku up front. And this was obviously, I think there were 7 changes from the match against Villa. Important. I mean, that just shows our depth is is great to see. Obviously, as well, Neto and Jackson were 1 yellow card away from missing the following game, which obviously is Spurs. So it's great that they didn't have to play and they didn't risk getting booked, and we still won 5-1. And again, could easily have been more. So yeah, going into this match, I mean, I fully expected us to win. I was slightly cautious with defensively. I mean, again, I knew we weren't going to keep a clean sheet. We just, it's rare that we do, especially with a makeshift back four today. And into the first half, and we are making it doesn't matter who we're playing up front, whether it's Nkunku or Jackson or just any player at the moment. Obviously, Disasi scored the goal today. It doesn't matter who's up front or what's going on. We seem to be creating a really good habit of scoring in the first 10 minutes. I think it's like the third game in a row, basically. This one came from a great corner. It's a rarity we score from corners. Obviously, now we've got the Brentford guy who's come to join us to kind of help us get to Arsenal's level. But I mean, this was great from the training ground. Great ball in from Fernandes. Cucurella just uses a little bit of his strength just to nudge the Southampton goalkeeper out of the way, and then it's just an easy header, easy goal, 1-0 up. Poor goalkeeping really from their keeper, and then you just as soon as we go 1-0 up, I'm thinking, let's just try and kill this game off as quickly as possible. Because the thing is, Southampton started well. They actually were pressing quite impressively. They were putting a lot of pressure on the defence. It's just we're just a better team. And then our goal didn't really last for very long because, shockingly, defensively, we were just all over the place. Again, they were finding it very easy to get behind us. And 4 minutes afterwards, I think they got a bit of luck that they kept the ball in. And then they cut the ball back to Aribo. And I think Tosin just didn't mark him. He's in the centre of the D, gets the ball back, and it's a good finish. And you can't really blame Jorgensen for that one. But I mean, I never really had any worry that we were going to lose this. And then our second goal, I think our second goal was just everything wrong with playing from the back when you're not a good team. Every manager at the moment seems to, it doesn't matter what team they manage, especially when they're promoted teams, they want to bring their team up, they want to play this beautiful, expansive football. This game should just show you that if you're not a great team, or your players are not that good, stop playing this expansive passing from the back football. It is so daft. And Southampton did this so many times where they just, and even after the goal, they did it so many times when their goalkeeper would make a stupid pass, and you could see Madueke, you could see Palmer, you could see Felix, could all read where the goalkeeper is passing to. So anyway, with our second goal, it's suicide football from Southampton. It is so daft from their goalkeeper. I get that he's probably been told to do this by his manager, but if you're a good manager, you adapt to what players you have and you adapt to the league. Their goalkeeper passes out to just outside of his box, and Madueke read it like a book, put his foot in, got control of the ball, passes to Nkunku, and then Nkunku had an open goal, and he's the top goal scorer at the club at the moment. He's in incredible form. He has so much confidence. Easy finish. We're 2-1 up, and then it's just they have no chance after that, because for the next like 10-15 minutes they're still making mistakes. They're still making these stupid errors that lead to us creating opportunities. They look good on the break and look good going forward, but I mean, defensively they're all over the place, and our players can read them so well. And then for our third goal, actually, before I talk about our third goal, I just want to mention one move that I would love it to have been a goal, because it was such a... João Felix's ball over the top to Cole Palmer was exquisite. I mean, it cut out several, I think 5 or 6 Southampton players. Incredible touch, great control, great shot, and to the goalkeeper's credit, it was a fantastic save. Again, their goalkeeper's clearly a great shot stopper, not good with his feet. Now, anyway, onto our third goal. I mean, this is just a classic Menaweke goal. This is what he loves to do. He just gets the ball, the edge of the box, cuts in with his left, and just, I mean, you know what he's going to do. You can see what he's going to do, but it's so well done. So yeah, he just cuts in with his left, which shoots it in the corner, 3-1, and when we're 3-1 up, that's it. It's done. It's done. There's no way they're going to get back into this, because they could score more goals, because again, defensively we were all over the place, and they were finding ways to get behind us. They were finding ways to get through our midfield, especially. Enzo defensively wasn't that great tonight, but you just knew we had more than enough time, and we had more than enough opportunities, and we also knew that they were also going to give us goals. The next big incident was one of the dumbest things you will see in football. Obviously, 2 years ago, we all remember the incident, which was Cucurella having his hair pulled, and the infamous moment that Mike Dean even said he made a mistake, and he should probably have, as he was VAR, he should have notified the ref. Reality is, it should have been a straight red card to Romero, and tonight, why would you do it? Their player Stevens doesn't need to do it much. He still yanks Cucurella's hair. There's cameras everywhere. I know that Cucurella was on the ground to make sure people saw what happened, but it's so daft. I mean, you're 3-1 down. You're being outplayed in every department, and you just get yourself sent off in one of the most stupid ways. As soon as he did that, and they went down to 10 men, for me, I was thinking, how many goals are we going to score? Because you've just given us the match at half time. So yeah, we went into half time at 3-1, and we should have been more up. We should probably have been about 5 or 6 1 up at the time. Their goalkeeper obviously made some great saves, and we weren't clinical, funnily enough, in the final third. But yeah, so into the second half, and it was exactly how you expect it to be. We just dominated. We were cutting through them like fun. Yeah, they had a few moments where they looked good going forward, and Jorgensen made a couple good saves. Again, he was excellent in the match with everything he had to do. But going forward, it was like a training game. We did several passes, then we get them all over their back line, and we're through. And their goalkeeper kept the score down. Obviously, I know he gave us 2 goals in the first half, but he was their man of the match. He was excellent. He made a couple of absolutely world-class saves to keep them in it. But we hit the woodblock a couple of times. There was one moment where corner comes in and Tosin gets the ball and he powers it, and he's just extremely unlucky that hits the woodwork. I mean, but like, we absolutely took over the match, and then to go 4-1 up, what a ball from Enzo Fernandez. Literally lobs the ball over the Southampton team, and Nkunku then has control of it. He just uses his strength, uses all that muscle, has a little shot. I mean, it's very slow. I'm not sure. I think it might be going in. I mean, it probably is. But anyway, Palmer's there just to make sure it goes in. And again, he gets his goal, and Nkunku gets his assist. And yeah, it was just quite. At that point, again, we should have been about 6 or 7 1 up. But I mean, yeah, it was just absolute domination. And then being 4-1 up, you can just take players like Palmer off and give them the rest that they need, give them the rest that they deserve. We also put Menaweke off. We brought Sancho on, and then he scored a great goal. Great through ball from Gusto, cuts out 2 or 3 Southampton players. Great control from Sancho, and just powers it into the back of the net. And then 5-1 up. 5-star performance. Again, could easily have been more. We're looking really, really, really good. Not just that, we have some great fixtures coming up. We're playing the teams. Obviously, we have Spurs this weekend, which should be. I mean, it's going to be a difficult game. But then we've got players like for players. We've got teams like Ipswich. We've got Fulham as well. We've got teams around that. So we've got Brentford too. We've got teams right at the bottom of the table who we are playing next. We should be looking at December as trying to get potentially win every single game, which is difficult, but they're there for the taking. Yeah, I mean it's it's a great feat. It's great. This is the first time in 2 years where you can see this consistently incredible play from the players. So that everyone's happy, even when Nkuku probably wanted that goal, Palmer took it. You can see that there aren't really any egos in this team, despite them being phenomenal players, which is great to see. And it was lovely hearing the crowd chanting for Enzo Maresca, which again, I mean, he's the first manager in a few years to have a chant about him. But anyway, exquisite match. Great to see it. We're second in the league now. Liverpool dropped points, so we're now 7 points behind them. I don't think we're in a title race, but I don't think my aim is top four. Top three is something I think we can get, and winning the Conference League. But it's looking great for us. Next game is on Sunday against Spurs away. Huge match. Huge match. I think the stat came up. The only club in the Premier League we have more wins at their ground, i.e. we have the only club we kind of had a better away record at than St Mary's is at Spurs. So it's a team we're very used to beating. Obviously, they're very, very unpredictable. They could turn up and play the way they play against City, or they could turn up and play the way or they could turn up and play how they play against Ipswich. By the way, it should be a cracking game. Hopefully, we win that, and we can really start to build on this momentum. So, if you enjoyed this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all on Sunday when we've hopefully won the London Derby.